due process doesn't just apply to us. So she says no right is safe in the new legal regime the court creates. So if we say, hey, you can't deport us, in other words, we can say to the ICE agent, you can't deport us, I'm an American citizen. And because of this case, they could tell you, shut up, put your hands behind your back, you're arrested, and we're getting ready to deport you. We're putting you on a plane right now. And you say, well, how can they do that? Because of this case. And because no judge could issue a nationwide injunction stopping it from happening. So let's say you and 10 of your buddies are hanging out. ICE pulls up on you, and ICE grabs all 10 of you up and puts you on a plane and deport you. Okay? No due process, nothing, just deport you. Now, isn't that unlawful? Of course it is. You have certain rights. You have the right to due process. You have the right not to be deported. And by the way, Trump has already said that he is going to deport homegrown criminals anyway, right? But let's say you're not criminals, yet you got grabbed up along with 9 of your buddies.
See that?
Now what would happen is, let's say one of those 9 or 2 of those 9 file lawsuits. And the judge in those lawsuits said you got to bring those 2 people back. Well, what happens to you? Well, you can stay. Trump can keep you over there, although it's unlawful, because the judge cannot issue a nationwide injunction that covers the other 8 of you or 9 of you. So it would be unlawful, but it can be done because that nationwide injunction can't be used to help you.
And this includes black Trump supporters. You
well,
can be deported
my family
too.
can file a lawsuit, or we can do a class action lawsuit. You're right, you can. But you're already deported. And to get that class action lawsuit certified may take months, years maybe. To get your case in front of a judge may take much more time than you want to be spending somewhere. So this is not fear-mongering. I'm telling you where we are. She said no right is safe in the new legal regime the court creates. That also includes civil rights. The Civil Rights Act of 64, the Voter
Which
Rights
he's
Act,
working on manipulating and weakening that.
She says is safe with what SCOTUS has given the Trump administration.
Nobody's safe. Not even white Americans are safe.
Let's keep reading. Today the threat is birthright citizenship. So she's trying to say that's the issue today, but tomorrow it could be deporting black Americans or whatever. Tomorrow a different administration may try to seize firearms from law-abiding citizens or prevent people of certain faiths from gathering to worship. She says the majority holds that absent cumbersome class action litigation, courts cannot completely enjoin even such plainly unlawful policies unless doing so is necessary to afford the former parties complete relief. So she's saying that the majority allows Trump to do even what's unlawful because it took away from those judges the ability to stop Trump on a nationwide basis, even if what he's doing is unlawful. Now, if you're named in the lawsuit in Court A, fine. Then you can get relief. You can get the remedy. But if you're not named in that lawsuit, you got to file your own. And if it's something that affects millions of people, those people got to either do a class action or all of them got to file lawsuits. Meanwhile, Trump's unlawful policy is still in effect. Because again, all that could take months or years. This is not fear-mongering. This is where we are.
It's the reality.
Justice Jackson, the African-American woman who's on the court, she said, make no mistake, today's ruling allows the executive to deny people rights, there's that word rights again, that the founders plainly wrote into our Constitution. And just like Justice Sotomayor, she said, so long as those individuals have not found a lawyer or asked the court in a particular manner to have their rights protected. And you're not in a situation, if you get deported or something, you're not in a situation to do or say anything. You sitting over in Sudan or something. And again, it doesn't matter that Trump incorrectly stated the law when he says that birthright citizenship applies only to the babies of slaves. And by the way, none of us are babies of slaves. Have you thought about that? None of us. No one living today is a baby of a slave. So technically, that really doesn't apply to any of us.
Yes.
If that is true, that birthright citizenship only applies to babies of slaves, none of us are citizens. Not even white people.
Not even whites.
So you know that's an inaccurate statement. And the 14th Amendment itself, the citizenship clause literally says persons. Persons. Persons born in this country or nationalized and are subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens. So, again, I hope you understand now. This case was horrible. It went way beyond immigration. It went way beyond the Latino community. As you just read, I'm going to show it to you again. As you just read, Justice Sotomayor says no right is safe.
No one's rights are safe here in America.
Says, make no mistake, today's rulings allow
under this administration.
To deny
no one.
Rights that the founders plainly wrote into our Constitution. So if you're saying, I got the right not to be deported, that's no longer safe, folks, because of this case. So again, yes, African Americans can be deported. Even those who are descendants of enslaved Africans in this country. That's where we are. That's what we get for this nation re-electing Trump. And don't forget, and I won't let you forget, 2.5 million African Americans voted for his re-election.